Alright, welcome back to Hack GU Volume 1 Rebirth. I'm hoping today's segment isn't so cutscene driven. We've still got a little ways to go before we actually get into more gameplay. So this is the news package portion of the desktop. It's similar to the one in IMOQ. Except it's a little more in depth. I'm not going to go into all of these because there's too many of these goddamn things. Online Jack is, well, it's kind of like Hack Liminality, except kind of much stupider. It follows this jackass Salvador Ihara, who he gets up into a lot of hijinks, but I'm not going to be showing all his. I'm not going to be showing all the online jacks. Just like I'm going to be getting the alerts out of the way. But I'm going to be getting rid of all the alerts because I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want a bunch of alerts just bothering me. Okay. Yeah, and some pages. Oops, sorry. Some pages you have to oh my god, I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Some pages you have to actually visit, like the some of the movies, to get rid of the alerts. It's kind of annoying. But since I'm going fast, if you really want to read all these, like, just watch somebody else. Because I am not going to do that. And this is the community forum, which isn't just one gigantic mess, but has been split up into 5 different sections. Crimson Versus is kind of irrelevant. I'll get into that later. But here you can see what people are talking about. People are kind of pissed about R2 being different, because, you know, even in a fictional game, you can't please everybody. Epitaph of Twilight is mentioned, obviously. Everybody knows, everybody who's played the first series of games knows exactly what the Epitaph of Twilight is. And here's another thing. You can, just like your last games, you can also get area words for certain areas. And, so PKs are actually implemented in R1 R2 here, unlike R1, and we'll get into that later too. Just gonna clear out all the Crimson Versa topics here, because again, I don't want there to be like a bunch of crap. People responding about in real life news. I don't care. Need new microchip. Yeah, whatever. M2D, basically your virtual headset device people use to play the world. Here's stuff about rumors about the game. TAN, that's definitely a familiar name to people who've watched Hack Roots. Same with Forest of Pain. But the mystery of the world. Yeah, so Triage isn't exactly known to only Haseo. He's also a rumor that's going around the board as well. But yeah. Yeah, let's... Okay, and 10. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Let's visit the last one. App color. This is it just basically says what it is right here. Showing off your drawings. So it's basically wallpaper art, and yeah, that's some of these are kind of scary. Some of them are really nice, and some of them are just weird. That little thing on the dude's shoulder is something that will be relevant. So, people will actually draw your in-game characters too. Yeah. Chim Chims, again, I'll mention what those are later. Actually, fuck off, Kazubolo. Okay, so, yeah, occasionally you'll just go in and grab wallpapers from AppCalu, but they go over here. So this is where your background music is, and this is where your background wallpapers are. And you can actually, yeah. Yeah, and you can actually change the color too. Granted, it's not exactly. I guess it's not working. But oh well. You don't need to do that anyway. It's just kind of nice little thing to have. But yeah, let's head into the world, and there are title screen boards here now too. So this is where you learn about the world art too. So yeah, they explain about chaos gates. Those are pretty straightforward. One thing you can do in these games, you can alchemize equipment and weapons and accessories, which is kind of cool. It is kind of pricey though. Also, to replace grunties, they've implemented something called a steam bike, and we'll be seeing more of that a little later. Probably a few segments from now, but this isn't too important. It's just... Whoops, sorry about that. Alright, so let's go into the history. This basically explores the entire history of the R2 and how stuff went to shit since R1 ended. So basically, I think God created humans, and then God created elves, then got pissed at the way they were getting proud, so he turned them into humans, and then they waged war on the gods and something like that. And then, yeah, and God creates grunties, and then, yeah. Blah 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 blah. This really isn't important to the actual story, but it's something. This is explored a little more in detail in the Lahak-Jiu light novels, which I have all 4 of. They're not that great, to be quite honest. A lot of characters. It's kind of interesting because the light novels were written by the person who actually made the story for these 3 games, and I don't know how he screwed up. It's really bad. Okay, yeah, Chim Chims. Again, we'll get into Chim Chims later on. Okay, so here we have the various races that are in the world. There's humans, beasts, and then there, yeah, non-playable characters, gods, vital vistas. These things are weird. You'll come into plenty of Vital Vista NPCs throughout the game. Yeah, grunties are still here. I don't know what the heck Poochie Pongo is. They never even go into the detail about that. Okay, yeah, Chim Chims. Yeah, So you kick those things to get chimp spheres, and chimp spheres are useful for a number of different things. So, factions. Yeah. I know I'm going a little fast here, but this isn't really important. These are the monsters that you can find in the game. So, yeah, we already fought these guys in the last segment. So, goblins, demons, sea monsters. I kind of like these enemies. They're just giant swords with elemental properties. Ravenclaw. Avoiding Harry Potter joke. Or trying to, but it came out anyway. That doesn't look like that looks more feline than canid. Damn. And of course we got dragons. That looks more like a seahorse though. And we got crabs. Alright, so... And finally in this section, we have the various jobs that are in the world. Twin blades are obvious. Blade brandiers replace some blade masters. And there are a lot of blade brandiers in this game, just as there were blade masters in the last game. Edge panacers replace heavy blades. Lord Partisan is a new class. It's kind of like the long arm, but they use heavier equipment. Yeah, this is definitely a new class. Basically, Kung Fu or whatever. Flick Reaper, yeah, scythe users. They're fun. And if you'll recall from one of the cutscenes last segment, Haseo used one of these. Along with a big fucking sword and a set of twin blades, but yeah. Steam Gunner, also new class. They use bayonets to shoot. And Adept Rogue, yes. So this is what Haseo is. He uses he used 3 weapons at the same time. Now, you'll see very quickly why he won't be able to use them now. Okay, Harvest Clerics. Funny thing here. So you remember Wave Masters from R1, right? Everything I do is magic, and I can hold my own. Well, Wave Masters have been split into 3 separate classes now. The more healing-oriented side of them has been put into Harvest Clerics, which are adept at healing magic, and you'll see why they're very useful shortly. Shadow Warlock is the offensive side of them, which have very powerful spells, or, well, I wish they had more powerful spells, but... And then you have your Status Inflictors, which are Macabre Dancers. And, yeah, that's it. So, yeah, we're gonna get to the gameplay, don't worry, I just want to get through all this first. Thread and response. Yeah. We don't need to see that. Elementals. Elementals are actually not that important in this game, which is kind of a shame because that is one of the things I did like from R1. But they are not really relevant, sadly. Okay. I think there are some area words in... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so you can get separate words, and then you can just get some whole freaking phrases. Monsters' field of vision. Yeah, so you'll run into monsters, and they can see you, and then you can either surprise attack them, start a battle, or they just see you. And yeah, people are reporting glitches in the data. Alright, we've babbled more than enough about an info dump, so let's actually get into the story again. Here we go. So Haseo's notices he looks a little different than usual.
What's going on? Why is my equipment different?
I don't know, Haseo, figure it out.
What the? I'm back at level 1?
So, yep.
What about my items? My member list.
So he's been
My
completely
equipment.
reformatted. So
Gone. It's all gone. My whole character has been completely reformatted.
you sound so
Hey,
casual
did you see
about
that
it.
guy just now? With the really
And
weird arm?
really loud music right now that is probably going to be claimed.
Huh?
Yeah. Hey, blurry image.
Yvonne? He would know something about this.
Would he? Alright, so, okay. But, yeah, let's take a look around. We are in Makanyu, and it's looking a little different from before. So as the likely claimed music continues to play in the background, let's just take a look at our surroundings. For people who are well acquainted with HackGU, there really is no need for me to do this, but for those new players, well, just drink in those graphics, baby. I will go, show the city in more detail, like the first time, but subsequent appearances, I'll probably like skim through it. This is the main plaza where all of the guilds just sell all their items, and there's a quest shop on the left, which you can see by that cyan icon in the mini-map up there in the upper left side of the screen. But, it'll be a while before we can do some shopping, so let's advance the story.
Hey, do you know what that guy's job was? I don't think I've seen a design like that.
I didn't look that closely.
I saw him head towards the harbor. Maybe I'll go get a closer look.
Alright. So, we're gonna go through this slowly. So yeah, Makanyu has certainly grown since we last saw it in R1. It is huge, and yet it's only a beginner town. Like R1, there will be more towns that we can access. But yeah. I think this is the famous bridge that we see in Hack Sign. It's just, and well, I guess in our Hack routes as well, where the gondola passes over, but can't verify that. It's been way too long since I saw either anime. Alright, here's the ship that takes you to a place called High Brazil, the Isle of Kings. You only go there like once or twice, or maybe even 3 times throughout the entire series.
I thought he looked kind of creepy. So, you like guys that look like Matt?
Where'd he go?
I think he went down that alley.
What alley? What are you talking about, dude? And yeah, you can interact with the NPCs, but no need to do that right now. So, yeah, you can kind of see him a High Brazil from here. But, yeah, that's just a freaking texture. But, yep, that's the harbor for you. Alright, let's keep going here. And head towards the Mercenary District, which, while we're not directly in that area, we do visit one of the areas in the Mercenary District very frequently, at least throughout the first game. So let's go over here and trigger a cutscene. And who does Haseo run into? Yep,
Damn.
Bordeaux and her
It's those
flunkies.
player killers.
It's not much of a challenge when they're so pathetically weak.
Also, Bordeaux's voice might be a bit
I know
familiar.
What you mean. Fighting those noobs is making us all rusty.
That rogue that we fought the last time, he really wasn't that bad.
You mean we're going after him next?
Hell yeah. There is no way in hell I can back down after what happened last time.
So I guess she didn't really take having her head cut off very well, did she?
Wait, what the hell am I hiding for?
No, don't do it,
I have
Haseo.
to hide from bastards like them. It's pathetic.
Well, you are level 1, and Bardo is like how many levels above you now? Okay, nice line above the like inside the freaking logo.
What the hell's going on?
And now we get the introduction of two very prominent characters. Hello.
Gaspard, are you okay?
Yep.
Huh? What happened?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Hey, are you a new player?
You're a...
Here we go. This is gonna be hilarious.
Oh. Hey, I'm sorry. I guess I must have scared you, huh?
Hell no, I'm not a noob. I'm the terror of death.
Terror of... what?
What? Wait, are you talking about the famous PKK Haseo?
Oh, you're a player killer killer. I knew I'd heard about him somewhere before. But I'm pretty sure the player's name was
Haseo.
Haseo.
That actually is an inside joke,
Definitely.
because Haseo's name has different meanings,
Hey, look.
and that's a kind of a corruption.
I'm the real PKK Haseo.
Yeah, they're not convinced. He runs into these beginner beginner
I'm
supporters,
sorry, but you'll have to gain more levels before you can say anything like
and they
that.
think he's a freaking beginner because he got reformatted.
If you're a noob, we'll be happy
Oh,
to teach you the
man.
basics of this game.
Actually, Syllabus and I are part of the Noob Support Guild.
So yeah,
called
Syllabus and
Nadar.
Gaspard, they're great.
Noob Support Guild?
It's a guild that teaches noobs all they need to know to become top players.
We're actually pretty famous, you know.
Oh yeah, I need to give you our member addresses first.
And then he just gets their member addresses just forced onto him.
Member addresses are an address system. Made just for
It's
communicating
just
with your
my luck
friends in
to
the
get
world.
mixed up with
When
a bunch
inviting
of
someone into your
weirdos.
party, check their status to
Even
the
lost
right of
sight
their
of
member
Ova.
address. If they're online, you can invite
Anyway,
them. Oh,
right
and if
now,
it says busy, it means
I've
that
gotta
they're
level
in
back
the
up
world,
to
are
become the
involved
terror
with
of
something
death.
else, and aren't available at the
Yep.
Well, I guess I'll just hang out with them for a little while longer.
Look, it doesn't mean that they'll join just because you invite them to. Were you listening to me?
Yeah, I was listening.
You were? Really?
Yes, really.
Yeah, they don't believe him.
Anyway, come on. You're gonna teach me the basics, right? So hurry up and let's move on to the next lesson.
Okay, then let's go to an area.
Your party, and we'll go find the Chaos Gate.
So basically, he's relearning. So basically, he has to relearn the freaking tutorial from last segment. It leads to some pretty fun interactions. So, yeah. So there's nothing else for it. Let's just
This is the Chaos Gate. If you input 3 different types of words into...
I know that.
Okay, well then, a good area for a noob is...
Delta Peaceful Leading Freedom. That should be a good place to start.
Alright. Well, before anything happens, let's save again. Yeah, and it gives you the save word was a freaking deja vu. So, bookmark. So I'm gonna hang on this screen for a little bit. So, remember how I said the 2 numbers up there, both of the 000s, those denote players that are in the area and players you have met before, which is useful for a certain quest that can get very annoying. I don't think in the first volume you actually need to complete it for item completion, but yeah. And you can also figure out how to force battle areas to show up if you're savvy with how that works. But anyway, let's get to the area, progress the story, and hopefully finish up sooner than last time, because that was pretty long detention.
Bringing one noob to the dungeon. Repeat, bringing one noob to the dungeon.
I told you that I'm not a noob.
I know. You're really the terror of death, right?
I can
So
understand
this
you wanting
sounds-
to roleplay
he
something
sounds
like
annoying.
that, but I'm not
Annoyed.
really sure if you should do terror of death, you know? Player killers are going to come after you, and it'll definitely be rough for you.
Hey, just shut up and listen.
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole right now.
So you're saying you're really the PKK Haseo, the terror of death. And when you logged in, your level went down from 133 to 1?
Yeah, his level was 133.
No way. I've never heard of a bug
And now
quite
he's
like
back
that.
up to level 1.
Wow.
I'm not lying.
Okay, but still.
Gaspard, that's what he's role-playing.
Syllabus doesn't believe any of it.
Oh, now I get it.
But yeah, there's a good reason how he got to 133.
It's not role playing.
Don't be embarrassed. We'll accept your character concept.
Just relax and come with us.
Will you please listen to me already?
But yeah, how he got to level 133 is... Well, there's more detail in it in Hack Roots. I know, I keep mentioning him Hack Roots a lot, but Hack can be really annoying with all the supplementary material you have to do to fit everything together. But even so, this game can still stand on its own 2 legs. But, yep. As for how he got to level 133, remember that Forest of Pain topic that was in the message boards? That had something to do with it. That's all I'll say for now. Anyway.
The enemy has been spotted.
Okay, maybe we should start by telling you about the skill trigger.
I already know about that.
He's so
But
annoyed.
how could you know? You're just a noob.
No, I'm not.
Why don't we give it a shot?
Okay, come on, Haseo. Let's go fight the monsters.
Don't forget to use the skill trigger, okay?
Damn, this is bad.
Yeah, you don't even get to freaking surprise these enemies. Okay, so also, yeah, he has kind of a different sound effects in the original games than in Last Recode. There we go.
We did it!
There we go.
Yes, way to go, Haseo.
Yeah, looks like you can use the skill trigger just fine.
I just can't believe that you're a noob.
I told you, I'm not a...
Okay.
Let's move on.
Will you two just listen to me?
No. Okay, so, yeah, we can explore more of the dungeon. Okay, so, now I'm gonna speed things up. Alright.
There's another enemy.
Well, now that you know how to use the skill trigger, let's learn about Rengeki.
I already know about...
Okay, then let's go and fight them.
Okay.
I'll tell you the timing to execute it, so make sure you use it.
Listen to me, damn it.
Don't worry, we're listening, all right.
Yeah, right.
This is bad.
Okay. There we go. There we go. And, oh yeah, these goblin buddies can call upon allies, by the way. So make sure you don't get yourself surrounded. A lot of enemies have interesting abilities, shall we say.
Hey, your Rengeki was pretty good.
Duh.
No duh.
Wow! Way to go, Haseo! Nice! I was so bad when I was a noob. Good job!
I told you, I'm not a...
Yeah, no one would think you're a noob with your skills.
Hey, come on! Let's keep going!
Are you even hearing anything I'm saying to you?
No, they're not. All right, let's since we're completing the dungeon, we might as well go back and go through the areas. There we go. So, let's actually do a surprise attack again. Okay. Remember not to attack the enemy that Syllabus is attacking if you want to do a Rengeki. There we go. Rengekis can be very useful when you're trying to level up. Okay, yeah, Syllabus kind of ruined the moment there. There we go, we leveled up. Okay. And yeah, the mini-map may disappear at times. Well, okay. Moving around it like this is so much fun. Alright, let's take out these losers.
I'm getting nervous.
I bet you are. Okay, these guys are, there we go. Oh, so you heard Syllabus speak there, right? He said sword flash. He says shadow flash in my last recode, and I don't know why. Yeah.
We did it!
The skill trigger can, sometimes it takes a while for it to activate, and, like, I don't know. It can mess you up sometimes if you're not, wise. There we go. So you can kind of see how this is kind of a beta. Yeah. It's kind of rough around the edges, and it shows, but it's fine. It's fine for what it is. It tells a decent enough story. It has decent enough gameplay. The other two volumes definitely improve upon the last two volumes definitely improve upon a lot of things.
Wow, we did it!
There we go. Alright, is that all that's around here? Okay. So Chim Chims. I went into detail about these things. Yeah, so in the first volume, you have to kick these around yourself. In the other two volumes, and starting in Last Recode's Volume 1, your allies will also kick them around for you. And I'm going to kick 30 of these damn things, and you'll see why soon. And no, I can't speed this up because if I speed it up, it's going to be impossible to kick these damn things really fast. Also, you saw that big Chim Chim with the yellow coloring. Those are worth 10 Chim Spheres, and you want those things to show up. Okay. Okay. And where's the last one? There we go. Alright, let's move on. Yay! Are we having fun yet, guys? In Last Recode, there is a way. Well, if you want to cheat, that is. But in Last Recode, there is a way to make your character move faster. But it involves cheat engine, and it involves a certain accessory called Gouda oil, which you can like only supposed to get. You're only supposed to get in Volume 2 and 3. Okay, Haseo, say something. Yeah. But yeah, Gouda oil increases your movement speed by 10% in Volumes 2 and 3. In Volume 1, it actually increases it by 50%, which is kind of insane. Anyway.
Do you know about awakening?
And here's something Haseo doesn't know,
No, I
because
don't.
he's a solo player.
See? I knew that you were a noob.
Hey!
Now, Haseo. We'll tell you all about them, so don't scowl, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor Haseo's
So,
been through the mill.
What's this awakening thing you were talking about?
Well, it's a special attack that you can do together with your party members.
That's why Haseo doesn't know it.
Do you want to give
He's
it
a
a
loner.
shot? It's a lot easier to understand it if you're in battle.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do it. I'm gonna do my best.
I'm sure
Hey,
you
I
will.
haven't agreed.
And they
Alright,
just
then,
freaking
Let's go encounter some enemies.
they just freaking take the piss out of him. Okay. All right, let's
Awakening is you can use it when. Let's see.
all right. And apparently you can't skip this one here. There we go. No.
All right.
I love using this technique.
You just got one step closer to becoming the terror of death.
The enemies get stronger as we go deeper. So let's kick some butt and get you leveled up.
And Syllabus just stole our Rengeki, essentially. So, I don't know if this is Last Recode or volumes later than this one, but if yeah, you need chimp series for this, by the way. Some 5, some 10, some 15. Yeah. As I was going to say, oh, more enemies. God, now I lost my train of thought. But, yeah. Okay, I remember now. If you, if you hold L1 during, like, if you hold L1 during certain, during battle, like, you're able to get your party members to follow you. Thanks, Haseo. But, yeah, that doesn't seem to be the case here. So, basically you're at the mercy of the party members and if they want to let you have a Rengeki or not. Otherwise, they will just go gung-ho all over the enemies. So there's more enemies over here. So in Volume 1, they just kind of stick around and like do nothing and let you just beat up surprise attack. Oops, I accidentally hit the skill trigger. I didn't mean to. Oh well.
Well, that's that, I guess.
Sass. Alright. No, I do want to get as much experience as possible before I move on to the next area. Also, as you can clearly see, again, accidentally hit the skill trigger. Getting a little too trigger happy, I'm sorry. So no Rengekis here. I could have got one, but again, I was too trigger happy. Yeah. Okay, there's nothing here. I do not have fairy orbs yet, so it's not like I can, yeah, it's not like I can, examine the map with them. You do get fairies orbs at some point. You can get them from breakable objects like this, sometimes from treasure chests, and here are the new trap boxes. So, yeah. Health drinks recover a little less than last volume. Hey, there's a fairies orb. It's not like we need it now, though. And here is a trap box. These can be annoying, but there we go. Pretty easy. Blade Fern. Yep. So I haven't gone into the item menu yet. So here's all your stuff. Equipment can be equipped at the level that your character is at. If it is over the level that the equipment is. Yeah. I think I butchered that. Let me try that again. Equipment can be equipped by a character at the level they're at when that level has surpassed the equipment level. So, yeah. So don't give them an over-leveled piece of equipment because they won't equip it and it'll be like a waste. Anyhow. Okay, more monsters. Yeah, this is totally gonna go on longer than the last video. It's just too much to, Okay, I don't know what happened there. He just refused to Rengeki. You do want to hit the skill trigger as much as possible, by the way, because let's go to the status menu for a second. Yeah, notice the dual swords gauge there that says 1. Whenever you use a skill trigger, the gauge goes up, and when it levels up, you have the potential to learn like new skills. So you don't get too many of them over the course of the game, but they are nice to have. Also, you can actually call your allies to attack as well, so I'm going to have Gaspard do this. And they also learn new stuff as they use their skills as well, so, yep. That was nothing. Like, what are you, Haseo, Irish? Okay, here we go.
Hey,
more cutscene nonsense.
Do you guys know anything about Tri-Edge?
Tri-Edge? No. What's that? Some kind of event monster or something?
It's the screen name of a PK.
Never heard of him.
Me neither.
Yeah, so these guys don't have the info that Haseo is looking for, allegedly. Alright, so let's go over here. There is always a chim door before a beast statue, so. Alright. Well, yeah.
This
in
is
a dungeon
statue of
anyway.
Volset, the god of law in the world's backstory, but we just call it the beast statue.
Yeah, he knows all this already.
And there is the treasure offering. See? Go on and open it, Haseo.
And guess what? Guess what happens when we do open it? We get a cutscene with the PKers.
Hey, little Haseo. Been a
Yep,
while,
they
huh?
followed him here.
They're from Kestrel.
Huh? What? Hey, who are these guys?
Famous player killers.
Yep.
What the? Not now.
Well,
I'll just,
looks like you haven't been keeping up since the last time we met. It took me a little while to recognize that you were really the terror of death.
What? He's real?
You're really the terror of death?
How amazing. I mean, what a coincidence running into you here.
I'll just let the
I tell
cutscene
ya,
speak for
it
itself
has
and
to
then
be
comment on it
destiny.
after.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, right, moron. Give me a break. Someone sent me an anonymous email. So I decided to come and have some fun. Now, what should we play? Well, for starters, how about I love you to death?
I don't really know what's going on. But please, no violence.
Gaspard!
He got in my way.
Oh, hell. What is this?
So,
What the hell is going on here? What's happening?
alrighty.
Haseo! Run!
Are
Where?
you scared? Man, I just love that expression, you know what I mean? God, there is nothing like PK.
Wait a minute. What the? Something is starting to... It's growing.
What is he even talking about? Alrighty, and now we get introduced to one of the major players in the story. Hello, Pi.
You guys look like you're having fun.
So, I know her outfit's a little
Who the hell are you?
thing.
You want to be killed
But-
too?
She is actually pretty cool.
The guild that you PKers hate the most might be heading this way as we speak.
Moontree? I can't believe it. You tipped them off, you bitch.
Maybe I did.
Hey! What are we gonna do?
Take
Fighting
off,
them now
you
is only
idiots.
gonna bring more problems. You. I won't forget this.
What a silly girl. Don't you realize that I just saved you?
Yeah, so Pi knows more than everybody else is letting on about.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for saving us.
And Pi just completely ignores
You're
syllabus.
Haseo.
I don't recall telling anyone like you my name.
And he's immediately ungrateful.
You're an unruly child, just like I heard you
And
were.
here we go.
What are you, a groupie?
Nice try, but I'm not interested in brats.
Well, I'm glad. Because I don't have any old hags.
What?
Her face.
Only an old person like you would use such an outdated phrase like unruly
Like-
child.
Damn brat. I'll have you know that I'm...
You're...
I'll come back another time.
as you wish.
Yeah, she
Let me
is kind
just
of
give
right
you
though.
one
He is
warning.
Haseo is being a
Haseo,
brat.
Your character hides something. There is a dangerous power inside you.
Dangerous power?
Gaspard's
Have you
just
ever
laying
had
on
the
the
feeling
ground.
like there is something strange growing inside your character,
Gaspard's ruining the entire cutscene. I love it.
as if it is trying to get out. Well, anyway,
Keep in mind what
I'll
Pi
see
is
you
saying.
again.
It's actually very important. So I've never really liked Pi at first, but she has grown on me over the years, and now I like her a lot. So she's crucial to him holding the
Wow. Okay.
holding
so
everything together.
I didn't really get
Let's
all
just
of that,
say.
But basically, your character has some really messed up data, right?
What? Really? Well then you should go and tell CC Corporation all about it, and have them recreate your character for you.
So
It's not normal to go from level 133 to level 1 so suddenly.
Yeah, I know. You're right. It's definitely not normal, but...
And Edgelord Haseo says,
I guess you could say my enemy's not normal either.
ow the edge.
If that dangerous power, or whatever she was talking about, can help, then I've got no choice but to keep using this character.
Yep.
That sounds pretty serious to me. Oh well, anyway, good luck.
You know what? Come to think of it, didn't that lady say that she had already called the Moontree Guild?
Moontree.
That was just a bluff.
She lied?
No, not a lie exactly. That old hag just never said she had actually
He just keeps calling her an old hag.
A bluff, huh?
She's
She's
not
quite
an
a
old hag, but
strategist.
Haseo's an asshole right now, so.
What's wrong?
What are we doing wasting our time? I mean, what if those player killers come back here?
Gaspard, I can hardly hear you over the sound of my own voice
Let's
and
hurry
those
back to town.
organs playing in the background. Or that choir, whatever. Yeah, here's the area results screen. So, yeah, so, if you get a decent rank, you can get decent items or even a keyword, as you can see by the reward. First word, heavenly. You want as many keywords as possible because they help you get certain things that aren't in other areas. And yeah, Chim Spheres acquired. You need 30 Chims at the very least to get an S rank for that. And everything else speaks for itself, so I'm not going to stay on this screen any longer. And I think we have one more cutscene to go before I think we can put a lid on this segment. So yeah, this was actually
Why don't you have
substantially longer
Moontree
than the
protect
last
you?
one that we did.
Yeah, that's right. You've got those really strong-looking PKers after you.
Moontree is a guild that supports the abolishment of PKs.
But I didn't want
Part
to,
of their mandate includes helping PK victims out.
like, I don't remember what time I last saved, but that was too short for a segment, so I wanted to do the fricking dungeon first.
You want me to beg those hard-headed dorks to protect me? Forget about it. I'd rather be PK'd than be protected by all those lecturing loudmouths.
Oh, here we go.
Who makes a charity group in a game?
And he's Atoli. Here we go.
Haseo,
Just sweat drops. Oh. Oh boy, it's time for
How long have
Atoli.
you been standing there?
Time for Atoli to stretch her stuff, as it were.
What? You got a problem?
Look, Haseo, you don't understand anything about Moontree, okay? We're just trying to make the world a more enjoyable place. We just want to reach an understanding with everyone. I mean, doesn't everyone feel like being nice to someone sometimes? We want to protect those feelings. We want to be able to protect those feelings. But everyone likes to make fun of us, saying we're just some charity group or some cult. We just want to improve, together with everyone else. We're not here to lecture anyone. Do you get it? Do you understand? Do you, Haseo?
I love her too. She's great. And then he just hands him her member address out of the blue.
I'm going to do everything within my power to explain Moontree to you.
Despite this silliness, she's actually a very tragic character. We'll see more of in the next volume. But we get a taste of it at the end of this one. You'll see.
So, how did you even recognize me anyway? I mean, I don't look anything like I used to before.
Well, I guess it's because you're still you.
So, still trying to figure out, still trying to figure out if that's a freaking compliment or an insult. Alrighty.
Kaki's calling me, so I have to get going now.
Mr. Kaki's calling me. That freaking douchebag. And they're like, oh, hey, you got somebody from Moontree on your side. Congratulations!
Moontree? That's great.
Oh,
If you're
boy.
friends with a Moontree member, the PKers are bound to leave you alone.
Man. Even though she's got the same face and everything.
Yeah, and this was the start of where he just begins to compare her to Shino, and that's kind of sad.
Nothing.
Well, that was all really interesting. Okay, we're gonna head for another area. How about you, Haseo?
No,
Okay, got it. Well, if you need anything, just call us.
So, yep.
We'll help you out.
See ya.
I know that was a lot to take in, but we got introduced to Syllabus, Gaspard, Pi, and a bit more of Atelier.
I'm so big.
And...
What was that about?
Oh,
And what about that
yeah.
woman?
Hello, Pi.
And the dangerous power she talked about?
I don't know. Guess
out
I'll
and
log
check
out and check my email or something. There's the start of that running gag. So I'm gonna save now, and yeah. Tomorrow is tomorrow's Pokemon Crystal Randomize. See ya.